Hello, hello. Welcome back. This is Julie with Craft with Julie, and we are ready to create our collection of cards. We're going to create 10 different cards. Some of them are the same, some of them are a little bit different. So you want to grab your stack of pieces that we cut and your All-Star Birthday stamp set, the Star thin cuts, your Star Shaker foam, the Belle Sequins, let's see, the Picture My Life cards, all of your finishing tools like scissors and glue and all those good things. And then we're also going to be using black, oh, they're running away, Sapphire, Black, and Carolina Ink. And the stickers, and I think that is about it. So let me show you the cards we're going to be creating. So this one right here is super fun. We're just using some of the extras from the other stars that we'll be cutting out, and I'll show you how to do that. And this one right here is a standalone, so we'll be doing that one. And then we have these two right here, the cute little shaker. You can put some extra stars there, or you can leave it plain. It's totally up to you. Another shaker, and we're going to be using the confetti piece on the thin cut, and I'll show you how to do that one. Well, I'm going to show you how to do all of them, honestly, but these two right here, super easy with the stickers. And then our easiest card, and I believe he is number 10. Is this what we finish up with? Nope, we don't finish up with him, but he's number 9. Easiest card, just a thin or a sticker and a Picture My Life card. So if you have all your supplies, let's go ahead and get ready. If you have your die cut machine, go ahead and grab that too, because we're going to cut our thin cuts for our shakers. Okay, so this is card number 1. So we have 2 4x4s for the Belle. We're going to cut that for our shaker. We have 2 of the Toffee Celebrate patterns. I'm just making sure my stack of pieces kind of got jumbled, so I'm hoping I grabbed all the right ones and put them where they need to be. So then we have our Sapphire cardstock and 2 of our zip strips, and you'll need to grab a card base. So let's cut our thin cut first. So I'm just going to put these off to the side and grab my machine. I put it on the floor next to me because it's kind of big, but oh, I was also going to mention we have a lot of new people in our group, so if you weren't able to grab the supplies for this workshop and you would still like to create it, you can grab them on juliescott.closetomyheart.com, and they will be available till the end of the month or while supplies last, because this catalog is starting to end. So I'm going to stick this off to the side and out of the way. So here is my die cut machine. You can actually cut 2 at a time, just layering them up. My mat, actually I think sorry, I need a new cutting mat. It's starting to, it's well used. Okay, so let's grab our thin cut. It's going to be this big, this one with the stitching. Just stick that in the center, and then I have my platform, and I'm just going to run it through my machine. Maybe I'll do it this way. It's kind of awkward for me, but okay. Oh, I forgot my wedding ring today. I've been married for, let's see, 21 years, and I forget to put it on. Anybody else? Do you guys still wear your wedding rings after so many years? I figure he's stuck with me. He doesn't. And with all the things I'm doing with kids and stuff, sometimes I'll just stick it on for dates or when I'm doing videos to make my fingers look pretty. Okay, so side note. Okay, so these big pieces you can go ahead and throw away if you would like, or you can use it for a different project. The center pieces, you want to hold on to them. We're going to be using them on another card, so set those aside. Then we have these two pieces we're going to be using for our shaker. Okay, so we can set that aside for just a minute, and we can go ahead and start on our card. So grab your card bases. You'll want 2 of them. And I really love Close to My Heart's value pack. It comes with 50 cards and envelopes, and they're already scored for me, so it makes it super nice. Okay, so we are going to stamp the star. Okay. Get a little organized. So grab a big block because it's a big stamp set or stamp, and our start. So what I do sometimes when I cut extras, just off the side note, is I'll just stick them in there and then I have them for another project. So okay, so this stamp set was actually designed to coordinate with the star thin cut. So you can see this big guy right here fits perfectly around the thin cut that we just cut out. So that's the one we're going to use, is the big one. Now it will, sorry, my voice. You want to be careful because it's very thin. So you don't want to be too rough with it. And as you can kind of see, it's a little askewed. So I'm just going to lay it on my workspace. And then I'm going to pick it up. Oops. Let me try it again. I'm just going to lay it on my workspace. That's not right. And I'm going to bring my thin cut in just to kind of make sure it is, oh my, it's going to, the shape that I would like. Okay, that looks good. And then I'm going to pick it up with my block. Okay. If you have a brand new stamp set, you'll want to season it just by rubbing it on the back of your hand, or, oh my, there we go, or stamping it a few times. And we're going to stamp this star right on to our card base using the Carolina ink. Let me grab that. And I want to use this little foam piece underneath it so I get a nice image. And the foam piece comes with the stamp set. So there is a purpose for that little guy. Okay, so how I'm going to stamp it is kind of off-centered a little bit and down. So I'm just going to make sure I get all of those edges. And with the acrylic, I can see through it and make sure. Okay, that looks good. I'm just going to stamp it down. That is not the right ink. It is Bluebird. Well, I didn't bring Bluebird with me, so this is what we're doing. Let's see. Okay. Well, I am going to stamp the smaller stars. Okay. How did I miss that? That's funny. Carolina and Bluebird. No, actually it was Sapphire. Okay. It's Sapphire. Ooh, read my own directions. Actually, I think I messed up on the directions. Hold on. Yep, I just got ahead of myself. I was reading the small stars. Okay, I can clean that off real fast. It's all good. Okay, we're just going to leave that guy unless you want to change it. We'll just have some different looking ones. It's Sapphire. I apologize. See, what happened was Close to My Heart sent me these prototypes because I designed a workshop for them quite a few years ago, and this was one of the new colors, so I don't really know what color this is on the outside. Oh man. Okay, let's do Sapphire. Sapphire is our nice dark blue, and right about there. Okay, that's better. I'm like, wait a minute. Bluebird is this one. Okay, so I'm going to clean this off real fast. So I love these little outline stamps that they've made for our shakers. I think we have one that matches the heart shaker. I know the heart shaker for sure. I can't remember the others, but so fun. Okay, so before we do our shaker, we're going to assemble this a little bit because they overlap. So let's grab the Celebrate toffee piece, and we are going to just attach it right there. Those don't look long enough. Yep, I didn't cut them long enough, or they're for a different one. Okay, so that piece right there, wow, we're on card number 1 and I am a mess. So actually in the directions I had you guys cut them a little off, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to dovetail this. How I dovetail is I just clip up the center and go from edge to edge. I promise I'm usually more put together than this. I promise. So we're just going to change this just a little bit, and I'll be fine. Or maybe I'm not, and I just think I'm more together than I really am. Okay, so this stripe one, you can leave it long, or I'm actually going to cut about 1 inch off of it just to line up, just like that, and then we'll dovetail it. Or if you'd like to take some of your extra cardstock you have left over, you can cut a different sapphire, but we'll just go with what we got. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my other one. Oh, I hope the rest of the cards go better than this this first one. Oh my. Okay, so now we have our toffee. Maybe I shouldn't leave the cards till the end. Maybe I need to do them first. Oh, okay, I'm gonna dovetail so we can go up the center and then meet in the middle. They will just be unique cards, right? Okay, cut off about 1 inch and then do the same. And kind of offset to that sapphire. There we go. Okay. So now we can stamp these little star, I don't know, what would we call them? Little stars, asterisks. They are right here. There's a big one and a small one. So the big one I'm going to stamp in Carolina ink. That's the light blue. And I'm going to just stamp it off to the side. Let's do it right here. And then I'm also going to stamp one inside the star, kind of as an extra little sequence, because you can see, you'll be able to see it. Okay. Oh, things are, look, it's magnetic, so it sticks to the ink pad. All right, grab your sapphire, and we're going to do the smaller one, which is down here up towards the bottom. We're going to do that in Sapphire Ink, and just going to kind of offset it just a little bit, and do the same inside. Okay. All right. Put that one aside. Okay, now we're ready for the shaker. So grab your foam. We've kind of already used some of the inside, but we'll just grab this outside edge. Now you want to kind of be careful. It will kind of get skewed. So because it's so thin and all those different points. So I kind of just hold it like by one of the tips, and I will just going to stick it right in the center. Okay. And then here's our second one. The same. Okay, what I found with these stars too is they kind of have, you can't just stick them on, oh, wow. The thin cut, there is like a right side. So let me grab, now it's sticking to me, super sticky. Okay, there we go, right in the center. Okay, so these actually kind of have, you'll want to make sure they line up, because like that, well, I guess that kind of lines up too. Maybe it does line up all the way around. Okay, maybe I'm just kidding. Okay, grab your shaker, the acetate piece, this clear piece. You want 2 of those, and some sequins. I'll just do a couple pinches in there. You can put as much or as little as you want. And just kind of shake it a little bit to make it go a little flatter. And I need some more Bluebell sequins, it looks like. I thought I had some in my stash, but I looked and I didn't see any, so I will have to put that on my next order. Okay, so now we want to carefully take this adhesive backing off, and then grab your acetate, and there is a film on it, so you kind of have to just take your fingernail and find where that film is and peel it off. Maybe it was this that I was like, you need to line up, maybe. And just lay it down and kind of push it down. Okay, don't worry if it's not perfect, because our the thin cut will kind of cover that. Okay, so we're going to peel this off. Grab that acetate, kind of run your fingernails, find out where that backing is. Right there. And stick it down carefully, because once it sticks, it's not coming back up. And just lay that down. Okay. Now take some liquid glue. I like to use liquid glue. You could use like your tape runner or Tombow. I like the liquid glue. I think it holds better. And I'm just going to put a little bit on the back. Because it will squish out because of that acetate, so you just want to be very light on the glue. And then we're going to stick that right on top. Okay. There you go. And you'll set it aside to dry. That with that acetate, it's going to need a minute to dry, but so cute. These shakers are super popular. They're really easy to actually make, I think. But people really love them. Like, I've been selling a lot at boutiques. They are very popular. So if you're one that sells at boutiques, maybe grab some of these and try it out and see. Okay. All right. There is card number 1, and I'm going to just set those 2 aside to dry. All right, card number 2. Let's hope we can. Oh man, nope, sorry, that was card number 1 and 2. We're just gonna move right along to card number 3 and 4. Okay, so I know that's not, well, maybe, nope. They got mixed up. It's, I didn't take my own advice and like separate them. Okay, I think this is the pile. Okay, so we have 2 of the scarlets, 2 of the white, 2 of the checkered zip strips, and then we're going to use the flower side and the party time side. It's just the back side of them, and our sticker sheet. So this one's easy, no stamping. We can recover from the last one. Okay, grab 2 card bases. Okay, and we're just going to kind of do them side by side. So let me stick these up just a little bit. Hopefully we have them in frame so everybody can see. Okay, so we're going to attach this to our card base. This is for the popsicle one, and you'll just want to leave a little bit of a white edge all the way around. And we're going to do the flower on the second one. This would be super cute for like a July birthday. Yeah, like a July birthday card. Okay, so then we can attach our scarlet piece about 1 inch down, centering that. 1 inch down, and then our white piece. I love using the stickers and like the picture of my life cards because they're so stinking cute and they're easy. I mean, I love a good stamp, but I mean, how fast is this card coming together, you know? Okay, so now we're going to add our zip strip, and I'm just going to put it like halfway between the bottom of the card and my scarlet piece, and that ends up being about 3/4 inches for me. And do that over here. Okay. Oops, this one's a little off. Hold on. All right, now I did some doodle lines around the outside of this white. I felt like it needed just a little something. So I'm going to grab my black journaling pen and I'm just going to add some doodle lines. And again, I just kind of like to go away from me. I don't know, if going towards me, I get a little more wonky. So just figure out what way works best for you. Okay, and on our second one, just go put all our doodle lines. A lot of times if I'm layering like white on a color and I feel like it's just too much white, I will add a doodle line. It just helps make that image in the center pop, I think. All right, okay, grab our stickers. We have this adorable popsicle. Reminds me of the popsicles from like the ice cream trucks. Do you guys still have ice cream trucks coming through your neighborhood? We still do, and it kind of makes me laugh because they play Christmas music. So, I'm not sure why, but they do. Okay, so I'm just using those extras from our star foam to add to the back of that. We have this fun group of ladies on our street that we've always kind of just sat outside while our kids played in the cul-de-sac. And our kids are older and can probably just hang out outside by themselves, but we still hang out just because it's fun. It's fun to have friends just hang out. And we were sitting there one day and we're like, is that the ice cream truck? Okay, so we're gonna do this flower one right here. But they were playing like I can't even remember the name of the Christmas song now, but anyway, we got a good laugh out of it. Okay, so grab some more foam. I look like I need another star. I'm going to steal from another center of another star. But yeah, it's nice to have like a group of ladies, especially like in the summer, that we can just kind of hang out and in the shade and enjoy each other's company. So very lucky to have that in my neighborhood. All right, just stick that in the center. There we go. Card number 3 and 4. Do you guys just love these? I guess I'm just maybe a lazy crafter because I really love the sticker ones. Okay, so 3 and 4. Stick those off to the side. And now we'll go on to number 5 and 6, which are another pair of shakers. Let's hope I figure these ones out. Okay, so this one we need, I think I have this pile upside down, so maybe that will help me. Flipping it upside down. Okay, so you have these two thin or longer, thinner white pieces and 2 stripe pieces and 2 sapphire and then 2 4x4 of the scarlet for the shakers. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut for, let me think. Do I want to cut first? Okay, what I'm going to do on this one, because we're going to cut some confetti, I'm going to wait to cut those till we're ready for that confetti so it doesn't get everywhere. So we're going to grab 2 card bases. And we will start assembling side by side. Okay, so grab your sapphire piece. And we're going to put that in the center. Okay. There we go. And then our striped piece will go in the center of that. Not sure why that stripe piece doesn't quite match up. That's all right. Okay, and then this piece right here goes right in the center we will stamp on it. Right in the center. Okay, now we want to grab our sapphire, which is the dark, and our stamp set, and we're going to stamp this hooray. And grab a block. I just grabbed like a basket of different sizes. Just to have on hand because I couldn't remember which sizes I needed, so I just grabbed a whole bunch. Okay, so we're going to stamp it here on the bottom. I'm going to stick this foam underneath just to make sure I get a nice image. Usually when I craft, I just have a box of blocks sitting there, so I don't ever really pay attention to the size. I just grab one. Okay, so stamp it about maybe 1/4 of an inch up from the bottom of the white. Ooh, that was really dark. Nice. I almost thought I did black there for a minute, but it's sapphire. What's kind of nice about some of these inks is you can stamp it and then you'll be like, oh wow, that's not the right color. But if you just leave it and let it dry for a little bit and come back and look at it, it will change. So give it a minute and then come back and see if you like it, because you just might. It's happened several times to me. Okay, so now we're going to use our journaling pen to doodle. And I'm going to just start above the hooray and go all the way around. And add that little line. See how it just kind of adds a little bit? Oh, and I kind of did it lower than on my sample. Oops. Really, I usually have things more put together than I am with this set of cards today. Oh wow. I think I have like summer brain or something. I do have to say, it's been hard to have the kids home. I'm just going to do a little, because they're so needy. Oh, they're so cute, and it's fun to spend time with them, but I'm used to having some time during the day where I can craft quietly, and that is just not happening. So I apologize if there's not as many fun things that I'm posting lately, but the kids are home. And it's summer. All right, let's go ahead and tackle the shaker. So let's stick these off to the side really quick and grab our die cutting machine. Okay. All right, so for this guy, we are going to cut the inside shaker part. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So we have our outline. We're going to set that down, and I'm going to do one at a time this time because of the shaker. And then these two thin cuts are designed to make your own confetti. So I'm going to grab, I believe it was this one. Yep, it's the smaller one, and I'm going to set it inside of the thin cut because we are going to use that outline on a different card. So let me show you what I mean. I'm hoping this is right, if I remember correctly. I'm going to set that on the top. Oops. I think, didn't move. Hold on. Make sure it's center. I should have got some washi tape. That probably would have helped. Hold it there. And just put it through the machine. Sorry, we're shaking. I need to get a more stable table. All right. Crossing fingers this works. Oops. Okay. I'm like trying to figure out where to put my machine, because we're going to need it in just a second. All right, so what this will do is it will leave that confetti on the inside. So we have our outside, our border. Then we have this one that we're going to use on a different card, so hold on to that one. And then this one we're going to use on the inside of the card. So hold that for just a second, and we need to do one more. Okay, so there's my cutting mat. And what kind of machine or die cut machine do you have? This is close to my heart's die cutting machine. They just brought it out maybe a year ago or so, because when Cuttlebug, they weren't making Cuttlebugs anymore, so they brought this machine out, and I held on to my Cuttlebug for a while because it was still working, and then it stopped working, so I got close to my heart's version. But yeah, put in the comments what die cutting machine you have. I know there's a lot out there. There's like a Big Shot, and I don't even know all the names, but put in the comments. I want to see the different types that are out there. Okay, so we have the same. Just gonna take those off, and maybe if I'm lucky, I can just peel those off without taking too many of the confetti. Okay. So I really like these little confetti thin cuts, because if you don't have like the right sequins or innards, I guess, the bead color, you can make your own. And I know the heart has some of the confetti. What's the other one? There's a couple other ones that have that confetti feature on them. It's kind of fun. Okay, so for this one, I just wanted to add a little bit of that red, and to show you, another use for your thin cut. Okay, so now we're going to assemble the shaker. So grab your star foam. I'm just going to pull that off. Try not to eschew it too much. Okay, I'm going to kind of set that right in the center, and like your doodle lines show through. I thought that was so fun just to have that little peak of doodle line. And then I'll grab our second one. Hopefully you guys can see, sorry. I have to check every once in a while. I can't see comments, but I can see if it's in camera. I hope that fixes soon, so I can interact real time, but for now I can go back and see comments after. So keep commenting. Okay, so now we're going to add our confetti. Oh, I'm going to put that aside for our other card. So you can just punch these guys out. You could even use this cute little star for another accent if you wanted to. How cute is that? So you can use all the pieces. And just punch those out. Okay. They are double-sided, or the cardstock is double-sided, so if there's some that you want to flip over or you can leave some light and some dark. It's totally up to you. I think we're good on those. So we'll grab our Belle sequins. I'm just going to add a pinch, and those went everywhere. Real life, friends. Oh man. Okay, just add a little bit more. And this sequence, if you can see, has the little white hearts in it. I think that's so cute. The blues and those little white hearts. All right, I'm just gonna kind of shake them a little bit to flatten them, and then we can grab our acetate, the clear piece, and we can finish up. Maybe it was the acetate that had, oh, a side. Maybe that's what it was. I remember thinking I had to line it up a certain way, but maybe that was something else. I don't know. Okay, we're going to pull that off and kind of see where that liner is. You can use your nail, or if you have like a piercing tool or your scissors, you can pull that off. There's a couple little things on it. Okay. Set that down very carefully. Okay. And then we'll do our second one. And peel this off. And if you have an issue with them being staticky, the sequins, you can add a little bit, a dab, the anti-static pouch on the area that you're going to add your sequins before you put your sequins in there, and it should help with that static. So another use for the anti-static pouch. All right, now we can put these little guys on there. Okay, let's add some glue. Everybody doing okay? Any questions on the shakers? You can really put anything you want inside of these. We have some like beads. I should have brought them in here with me. We have bitty beads. Those are super fun to put inside of here. You could mix the sequins and put, like, if you want, we have like gold stars and silver stars. But for the workshops, I try to keep it, I want to keep the supply list not too long, so it's not daunting, but you can add other things that you have on hand. Or you could even make more of the paper confetti in different colors. So really you can just do whatever you want on these ones. Okay, so that is card. What are we up to now? That was 5 and 6. Halfway done. Okay, put those aside to dry with my other ones. All right, I think we're going to turn the page. Okay, this one's super cute. Okay, here's our star. You're a star. Okay, so we have 2 sapphire pieces, 2 of the white pieces. These little white pieces we're going to stamp a sentiment on. Stars, we're going to cut a star, and then these are going to be background to our sentiment piece. So let's go ahead and cut our star first with our thin cut. We're going to use this solid star, which is this one right here. So I haven't used it yet, but if you wanted a background underneath your shaker, so like if you wanted the stars in the background, you would use this one to cut the background, and then you would cut your border. So that is what the this solid star is for, kind of just to, if you want to add a background. I thought this see-through was super cute. I really did try to show you all the different fun things to do with these thin cuts on the different cards. So, and it's the same for all of our thin cuts, but they're kind of built the same. They're just different shapes. So you can add both of those star patterns. So we can cut 2 at a time and sandwich that in there. Okay. And go through. What do you guys want to talk about? I'm like, I'm running out of things to talk about. Oh, funny. My husband would think otherwise, because he's, my husband's actually super quiet, and I'm the talker. So, I always have something to say, I guess. But, are you the talker in your relationship, or are you the quiet one? Put it in the comments. In a group, I'm usually pretty quiet too, but, so we have 2 quiet people sometimes, and that's how it goes. Okay, grab 2 card bases. Oh, we actually have a group of friends. They're actually his friends and I kind of adopted them, and they are so loud. And so the 2 of us just sit there and stare at them because there's none of us can get a word in edgewise. They're just so funny. Okay, grab your sapphire. Now that our kids are older, we can actually like go on date nights and stuff, which is super nice without having to pay a babysitter. So it's a little bit easier just to, okay, see ya, we're leaving. So Friday night is date night in our house. Your white is next. And, oh, we're out. Good thing I brought it back up. Anyway, so we sometimes will go out with some friends and have a good time, but it is nice when your kids get a little bit older. They can take care of themselves, except my one daughter, hopefully she's not watching, she burnt mac and cheese, like that kind that you put in the microwave. She forgot to put water. So that smelled for quite a few days at our house. Okay, we're gonna doodle. Yeah, well, it was the burnt macaroni noodle smell was really hard to get rid of. And I don't know if I could ever eat those mac and cheese. My friend and I were talking about doing like because a lot of restaurants have like gourmet mac and cheese now. We were gonna go try them all and like rate them. It's like Chick-fil-A has a mac and cheese. I think, who else has one? Arby's. I've tried Arby's. That one was a little too much for me. Too cheesy. Okay. All right. So let's grab all of our little stars. So we have our stars one. And the blue star and the red one, and then this little guy is a sticker, so we'll grab that in just a minute. And you're probably thinking mac and cheese, that's disgusting, but my mom never let me like have it when I was younger, probably for good reason, but I kind of rebelled as an adult, and now I eat like kid food because I wasn't allowed to as a child. Like fruit snacks, we were never allowed to have those, and so now I like give them to my kids, and then I have a package for myself. I don't know. Maybe it's just my childhood rebellion. Okay, so we're going to kind of offset this one on the right hand side, just leaving a little bit between the 2. And then same on this side. So in the comments, put what your guilty pleasure is, like what people think, like what your childhood, let's see, like what your childhood favorites were that you still eat as an adult. It's an odd question, I know. Oh, I think summertime brings it out more in me because my kids are home. Okay, so this one we're kind of going to put it the same direction as the star, but line it up kind of right here on the top of that one, just like that. So a little cluster of stars. When I designed this card, it is obviously one of the last ones, and I had all these fun little shapes from the other shakers. I'm like, oh, we can totally use that on a card. No waste here. We're not wasting anything. Okay, now our sticker is this brown, this toffee. And I'm gonna grab some 3D foam, stick it on the back, and set it right there. And then for the second one, I use the polka dot. So this one right next door, kind of just put some foam on that one of these smaller pieces. And stick it right up there in the left-hand corner. Now we can stamp our little sentiment, and then we'll add our sequins. So the sentiment is, "You're a star." We're going to stamp it in the Carolina, so that lighter ink. I'll grab a block. Oh, that one. This is a newer one because it has the nice rounded edges. I'm like, that block looks... I'm used to the old style that's just like more square. Anyway, whew, my brain just went somewhere else for a minute. Okay, I'm going to use the little squishy mat to get a nice image, ink that up, and stamp in the center. Okay. And then I'm just going to clean it off with my stamp chamois. That's what I've been using. Sorry, I probably didn't say that. Stamp chamois. This you just get wet with water, and then you can wipe your stamps and blocks off. It is amazing. It comes in like a pack of 2, and I'm on my second one. And I got them, gosh, they've lasted like years. So it's a nice little thing to have in your toolbox. So we're going to doodle around the "You're a Star." Again, that white just needed a little something. And so I thought a doodle line would be nice. You don't have to doodle if you don't want to. It's totally up to you. Put in the comments, are you a doodler or no doodle? I want to see how many, see who likes to doodle and who doesn't. I think that'd be interesting. Okay. I know my cute friend, Ruth, I think if she's on here, it does not like to doodle. I do know that. Stick that on the toffee piece. She's more a perfectionist, so she doesn't like the organic look of that. Well, you can use a ruler if you want to. That's totally fine. Now we're going to add them to the base. And I'm just going to kind of add it right there. Off to the right-hand side. I had to get over the perfection. I'm also a perfectionist. And I kind of had to get over that to do the doodles. Okay. I kept seeing them on different projects. I thought it was so cute, so I embraced it. Okay, so we're going to add a couple sequins, and I'm just going to add a couple daubs of glue, just a little daub. I like to add the glue first and then add the sequins. So we're getting down to slim pickings in my little jar. So I have that one, And then I'm going to use a smaller one just for the different size dimensions. Oops. I'm gonna need to get those tweezers I talked about earlier. Okay. And then one more down here on the bottom. Right there. Oh my gosh, like seriously, just by using scraps, we came up with this card. Isn't that the cutest? Oh, this would be so cute to give to somebody. Like right now, dance recitals are going on around here, end of year dance recitals. That would be so cute to give to somebody for their dance recital or birthday. I think your star can be used for all kinds of different occasions. Okay, there's that one. And then one more down at the bottom. Oops, stay there, little guy. There we go. So cute. Just from scraps. So don't ever throw, I shouldn't say that. When you're creating, look around and see what you have left over and see if there are pieces that you can put to use on another project. Okay, so that is card number 7 and 8, and they need to set aside to dry those sequins. All right, so now for the easy peasy card that I love, this one right here. Grab your Picture My Life cards, and we're gonna look for that banner one, the red banner. And they are double-sided, so if you don't see the red, just flip it over. They might be on the other side. I thought the blue was nice too, but I chose this side because they go, the truck goes this way. So we need to cut this guy down. He is 4 by 6, and we just need to cut a 3/4 inches off the side. And then it will fit perfectly on a card base. So grab your card base and see how that works. So you have a little nice little white edge around there. That's why I love Picture My Life cards. I use them for cards, like bases of cards, more than anything. All right. Now grab your stickers. And we're going to use this truck right here. And I'm going to add 3D foam to the back to pop it up. So I'm just grab the ones from the center of the stars. And just put them all the way down, just to give that a little bit of dimension. It's hard to tell on camera or in pictures, but in real life you can totally tell the difference when you pop something up. Okay, just stick it right there in the center. And you're done! The best card, card number 9. Okay. All right, last one. So we have, okay, so we have our bluebell piece, our checkered piece, scarlet piece, this piece that will go in the center, and then an extra white piece that we're going to stamp on and do kind of like a paper piecing on. So our Picture My Life cards again, we want the firework one, and we are going to cut it 3/4 inches off, 3/4 of an inch. There we go. Just like the last one. Now another thing you can do with Picture My Life cards, like this one, we just put it right on there, left that white border. You can cut one that is some like cardstock that's just a little bit bigger and use as a border. So that's what I did on this one. So grab a card base. Oh, another thing, I talked about it probably a couple months ago. Honestly, sometimes the workshops run together, so I'm not sure what I've shared or what I haven't. But on these card bases that Close to My Heart has, there is like a valley and a mountain. So if you look at your card base, so this one is like popping up, this one is kind of dipping. So you want to put your design on the card, the side that is dipping, because that is how you will get a nice fold. So when you fold that, you want to fold on the mountain side and have the dip on the outside. So hopefully that made sense. That's how they're designed. So you get a nice crease on your card. Okay, so we're going to add this blue Belle. That's just a little bit bigger, so we still have that little white edge. And we're going to add this with the fireworks on the top. And I just cut it so it has a little bit of that blue showing, so you can see how that kind of makes it pop. And we're going to add our picnic. All right, the picnic design, the red scarlet, and we're going to line it up with the white, or the white part. Okay. Oh, I didn't even get out the sample. I'm like looking at the picture. I have the sample right here in front of me. There we go. Then we can add the scarlet right there in the center. And then let's do our stamping. So we're going to stamp one in Sapphire and one in Carolina. So let's do our, what are we doing? Make a Wish. There we are. What one are we doing? I'm going to grab the puffy, or the foam. Okay, so I'm going to do Carolina first. And if you have a brand new stamp set, you just want to season that so you get a nice image. So I'm going to stamp that. And then I'm going to clean it off with the chamois. Then I'm going to stamp it in Sapphire. Boy, my Sapphire ink is juicy. Get a nice image with that one. Okay, clean that off. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Carolina. I'm getting confused in my blues. The Carolina, and I'm just going to cut around that wish, that solid wish square. You could just leave it like you could like leave it with the sapphire, but I thought it was fun to add this little, another color. Okay, so we're going to add this piece right here in the center, and then use our 3D foam. It's kind of little, so I might have to cut some of these. There we go. That's a great thing about these non-stick scissors, is I can cut the foam and it's not going to stick. Okay, and then we'll add it right on top of that wish. All right, that is all of our cards. I think we made, oh wait, we need to add sequins. We didn't add sequins. Hold on, we're not done. I added some sequins in the center of these fireworks I'm like, what are these called? And just add a little dot of glue. And pick out some of the blue, or you could do white. I think the blue pops a little bit more. And then one more. There we go. Now we're done. Card number 10. You guys, did you do okay? Do you have any questions? Please let me know. If you have any questions on anything, I apologize for the little mess up in the beginning, but you know, that's, if you've been here with me for a little while, you know, that's how we roll. There's something always has to kind of go wonky. So there are all 10 cards. Now, if you are new to the group or you weren't able to grab the supplies in time, they are still available on my website, which is juliescott.closemyheart.com. And when you order these supplies or place an order of $25 or more on my website, I will send you this workshop guide for free. And it has all of the instructions and the cutting and written instructions that I probably should read when I'm creating them. And anyway, so if you have any questions, please let me know. The supplies are still available if you'd like to create these. They will be available till the end of June and hopefully longer. It just depends if they have extras. They will leave them on the website. But thank you so much for joining me for these cards. Let's see what we got. All right, next up is the gift bags, and that is our last class for today. And then right after that, I'll be giving you a sneak peek of next month. But join me in just a little bit for the gift bags. See you in just a bit. Thanks. Bye.